Dr. Imo Aisiku graduated from Worcester State University in 1992 with a bachelor's degree in biology. Today, he's the vice chair and chief of critical care in the neurosurgery department of the University of Texas Medical School at Memorial-Hermann Hospital in Houston. In 2010, he established a fund for undergraduate summer research and undergraduate research awards for Worcester State biology students.
I was here a couple of years ago and was honored by being named an outstanding young alumni. And during that time period, because I was coming from out of state, I was here for a couple of days and I had a chance to tour the university. While I was here, I got to see this building in particular and the amount of work and the fact that the university had taken sciences as a direction that they wanted to move on. The universities that I've attended since then are larger universities where they have significant endowment funds. And what struck me with that, though, is that there's a culture for getting students prepared early to pursue the sciences. And from my end, what I would love to see is when students apply for medical school or so forth, that they don't feel like they're one of few. But in order to do that, it would mean that the students, I think, should get an early start in understanding the sciences and some practical approaches. And even if it didn't mean medical school, but whether it's graduate school or competing in that environment, that they would have had some exposure. The opportunity to have done presentations, hopefully get a publication or so forth during your undergraduate years may be very invaluable to their ability to compete. And so I felt that may be one way that, as opposed to just a general donation to the university, would be a targeted approach that could hopefully fuel the mission of the sciences part and directly impact the students. I wanted 2 students to do the summer research fellowships, and I felt that if you did the research fellowships but had no forum to present them in, it was an incomplete process. And that's why I wanted to fund the poster presentation as well, so that if you spent these 8 weeks of your time doing this, and then you also had another forum to look forward to where you had to present it at, then that would create the environment where you could showcase your work, because that's really what, at the end of the day, you hope to do.
For his Aisiku Fellowship, Isaac Appiah is working with Associate Professor Dr. Darren Barnard on a continuation of chromosome research done by scientists at Washington University in St. Louis.
I decided to pursue the Dr. Aisiku Summer Research Fellowship because I like research in general, and also I did like the whole idea of him trying to help students achieve their goals and helping in any way possible. And also genetics, I've been in a genetic class and I'm really interested in it, and I wanted to explore more in terms of what it has to offer and how it relates to basically the natural world. And through this research, I think I'll be able to do that. And it's going to help me because I do research every summer, and I wanted to do this in terms of what I want to be in the future. It kind of collaborate and works hand in hand with that.
Joe Devereaux, along with Associate Professor of Biology Dr. Randall Tracy, is investigating 2 imperiled species in Massachusetts, the southern bog lemming and the New England cottontail.
I heard about this fellowship from one of my professors. I approached him looking for a research opportunity, and he presented me with this project and said that the Aisiku Fellowship would be a good opportunity for me. It would look great on a resume as well as provide funding for my research. I would have done the research without it anyways, but with the fellowship it certainly makes things easier, provides a lot more funding to get the research done. I plan to go to graduate school once I graduate at Worcester State, and one of the primary things that they look at is whether or not you've done research already. So having research done is a huge stepping stone towards my ultimate goals.
Your college years are important. I think that getting a strong foundation in education in whatever discipline you choose is first and foremost the most important thing, not just the sciences. The sciences happen to be my passion, but they don't need to be everyone's. But once you leave here, it's that foundation that you realize will certainly play a role in the things that you do. And to both be able to look back at these years as both formative years, but hopefully enjoyable years where you really take the opportunity to branch out and learn different things. When I advise students who want to go into medical school and they always say, should I be a biology major, should I be a chemistry major? I tell them, be a major in that which you love.